The sight before us is that of a strong and good nation that stands in silence and remembers those who were loved and who in return loved their countrymen enough to die for them. Yet we must try to honor them, not for their sakes alone, but for our own. And if words cannot repay the debt we owe these men, surely with our actions, we must strive to keep faith with them and with a vision that led them to battle and a final sacrifice. Our first obligation to them and ourselves is plain enough. The United States and the freedom for which it stands, the freedom for which they died, must endure.
There he is. Dillon, how are you,
There we
sir?
go, Zach.
All right.
I'm doing great.
Beautiful. Okay, let me take down your volume just a touch. Go ahead and say something again. Say hello to the audience.
Hey, everybody. LFA
Perfect.
fam, I'm back. So
All right.
It's great to see you all.
Yes, you've been on Sean's show. Yeah, where is Sean? He abandoned you. That's where he is. He doesn't care about you. Sean doesn't care about any of you. He just left. He left. No, I'm just kidding. Sean's in Philly, I think.
Sean's doing all kinds of great work. He's on radio, and I love to see the growth he's had over the last. In July of last year, coming up a year ago now, and it's just insane how much Sean has grown, and now he's like the host of Dan Bongino's show sometimes. I know. And it's awesome to see.
No, it really is, because Sean's great, but he's also like he's one of those people where he reached out to me, and it was years ago, and he was like, hey, he reached out to me through a friend. And he was like, hey, man, I'm a big fan. And I was like, you're the guy that does the Trump voice, man. I like you. I'm a fan, too. So we just sort of, we ended up, just sort of doing one show together like we're doing right now. And we did like a 2-hour just show on my old channel. And everybody was like, you two need to do a show together because you have like really good like chemistry. And I was like, so I text him and I go, hey man, do you want to do like a weekly show? And we were doing it for a while. And then I ended up on LFA because of him, and Jeremy and just all the connections. So it all just worked out so well. So I'm here because of Sean, essentially, is what I was trying to say.
Zach, I am so glad that you're on LFA TV because I just like when Sean started bragging about you on his show, I'm like, okay, like he said this guy a bunch of times. I got to look this guy up.
Yeah.
Then I looked you up. I'm like, man, I love this guy. This guy is making the woke right absolutely lose their minds. Like, I love this guy. And dude, like it got to a point where with the woke right, I'm just like, I really don't give a flying F anymore. So like it's just I'm so glad to see people like you who are actually standing up for biblical values and actually saying the truth, because hating people is not the way to go about life. True.
And a lot of people might misconstrue my strategy, think I'm hateful. It's like, no, actually quite the opposite. It's like I think that it might have been Matthew McConaughey or somebody said you can't be a kind man and a good man or something like that. A good man can't be a kind man. That's what it was, right? If you're a good man, you can't be kind, right? Because what you see in the world is you see like these evils that are coming out of the woodwork, and a lot of people will come at them with kindness, thinking that it's like like the Jesus way. No, I'm the flip the table over type of Jesus, So what I do is actually, it is kind because I'm being kind to the people that they're attacking by going and protecting them from that evil. And I realized a long time ago, that being a call out creator, which is what I am, right? Call out creators, there's a lot of them that do it for the wrong reasons. They do it because they're trying to start a fight. I don't ever start a fight. I see somebody who's doing something wrong, and then I intervene. So I appreciate it.
I think it's also important to point out too, telling the truth is loving somebody. Telling the truth is lovingly, and that's actually part of being a Christian, is that we're supposed to tell the truth in a loving way so that person understands.
Yeah,
But
and loving.
listen,
Yeah, and
it
sometimes
depends on the way you tell it.
sometimes a loving way might be to lay the hammer down a little bit and tell them, kind of match
tough love.
match energy. Yeah, matching energy is my favorite thing to do. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, Dylan. We are going to play a game. Okay, the game is called Fan Mail Friday, and we do this every Friday. The audience loves it. Okay, and what we do is we go through my hate mail. I have a lot of haters that come into my DMs, but because I've upset the left and the right, I would say pretty evenly, right? We don't know who is sending the message, right? Is it a woke leftist or is it a groiper? We don't know. So what we do is we show the message, we show the DM, and then I'll show the profile picture, and we are all going to try to guess whether or not they're on the right or the left. And then I will reveal a clue so that we can figure out who got it right. So
Just letting you know, if I keep on looking down here, my computer screen's down here, my camera's up here.
don't worry about it. I do the same thing. I always look over here at the chat. I'm looking all over the place. I completely understand. All right. So a special edition of Fan Mail Friday, right? We're going to have to get the scoreboard up here. We're going to have to get the chat up here. So give me 1 sec here. Let me go grab the.
I've also had people like this who've literally like asked me like, why aren't I in war? I'm like, well, I didn't enlist in the military. So.
Yeah. Okay. Let me grab the chat. I'm gonna just grab the chat and this from Fan Mail Friday. So scoreboard. Oh, sorry. Scoreboard. Copy. And we'll paste that in here. Okay. There's the scoreboard. And this might actually work out perfect. Maybe I should.
I love this.
Okay, you're gonna love it. It's fun. It's a fun game. Okay, and the chat is right here. It's my favorite day because it's pretty much like it's the end of the week. You guys, it's so much fun because there's so much hate online, and what I call it internet judo, right? Where it's like you take the hate and you laugh at it, right? It's so much better of a way to go about it than. Here we go. Let's do that. Let's actually shrink this down. I used to not know how to do internet at all, and this is pretty much like very impressive. Sean will tell you. Sean will be.
Sean's setup is insane.
Yeah.
Like I remember one time like when he was trying like he used to have a paper like background, like one of those like solid.
Yeah, I saw. I remember.
Backgrounds.
There we go.
And I remember when he bought a TV from Amazon.
Guys,
the TV shut off in the middle of the show.
Guys, in the chat, I actually like this. I just realized, right, that this is actually probably a good setup for every week, right? For every week, I could put it just like this in the box, so all three things are in the same box. Because like this is what it looks like normally, where it's like over here. I think we're gonna do this under presentation. Okay, so Dylan, you have accidentally made the show better just by being here. Okay, so here's the first message from Fan Mail Friday. Okay, this is from James Collins, James CO and a bunch of numbers. Have you gone to war yet? Not seen you for 2 weeks. So we talked about this last week or this week. I don't remember. But it's like, Dylan, have you ever seen any of these people that are like, well, if you support Israel, why don't you join the war? Why don't you go to war? And it's like, okay, so is that...
I've seen that response from both the right and the left.
Yes. So it's like, wait a minute. Okay, so if you're gonna talk about immigration, why don't you join ICE? Right? That's what you say to them. Be like, if you're gonna talk about politics, why don't you join Congress? If you're gonna talk about anything, you have to be part of that thing. It's a lazy argument, but here's how the game is played. We're going to show the profile picture now. It is, I don't know, what is this? The origin, it looks like a, I don't know,
like
just
a weirdo.
Yeah. Guys, in the chat, left or right, you can do WL for woke left. You can do WR for woke right. You can do right, left, lefty, loony. As long as I know what you are, where you're leaning, left or right, we'll leave it up to the chat now, and then we will see what they say. I always say, give it about 30 seconds, see what they're all saying, and then we'll find out whether or not this person's on the left or right. Okay, guys, go. All right, Eden comes out with left, swinging out the gate. Left, Woke
Chicken
right. Woke right.
Chicken mama right.
Now, Dillon, where are you going with this? Right. So let's remind everybody. Have you
left.
gone to war yet? Okay, left.
I think left.
All right.
Because mostly the left is with the weird photos. So.
Okay. So we got woke right, left, looks great. Woke left, woke right, left, right. It's pretty even. Pass. Woke left, our woke right, bitch bite. Okay. Woke right, loony lefty. Okay, I think we will.
Amanda Collins woke right.
Amanda Collins says woke right. Looks like this one's pretty even. Sometimes they're hard. Sometimes we don't know. All right, let's reveal the clue. It is a woke righty.
Damn.
Oh, definitely woke right. Just want to jump on the bandwagon because it's a far right thing and Twitter is not a real place. But anyway, Jesus Christ is happy Easter. Is a happy Easter, isn't it? That is a woke righty. So on the scoreboard, let's reset it from last week. Last week it was 2-3. Woke right won, and we are now going to reset. 0-0. Woke right takes the lead out of the gate. Okay. Next up, we have attachment hidden. Exclusive. U.S. investigation points to likely U.S. responsibility in Iran school strike. Sorry, retard. And then I think they showed, like, they gave me, like, a, you know, like, the school that was bombed that everybody was like, the U.S. bombed a school. That's what it was about. So this one's from a while back, in March. Woke right or woke left? The profile picture, it looks like it says woke right. W-R.
Woke right. 100%.
I don't know. That's woke right? Okay. WX Risk Grain Weather is the account. WX Risk Grain Weather. Woke right or woke left, guys? Let's go. Meat Shield comes out the gate with woke right. Okay.
Woke right.
100%. Dillon's going woke right.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. RL. Can't find the page, so I'm just starting a new one. Okay. Woke right. We got a tick there. Left, woke left, left, left. Too many on the right have been using that leftist talking point. Okay. Great guy Gary comes out with right, woke right, woke right. Looks like woke right is taking the lead. They're actually smoking. All right, everybody thinks this is a woke righty. Let's find out. All right, here's the profile picture, and
Very correct.
And here is the clue. New, vile, evil, twisted Trump shit. Oh, damn, y'all got hosed. It is a lefty. The Justice Department has launched a criminal investigation into E. Jean Carroll and the former magazine columnist who accused Trump of sexual assault. Damn. So, you know, this happens every once in a while. Sometimes the chat gets it wrong. All right. And Dillon, you just took an L. Sorry, man. All right. Next up. You're a moron, dude.
That was like a 360-degree turn right there. Yeah. Like I thought, wow.
So 1-1, it is tied up, Lefty. This is the next one. You're a moron, dude. I'm sorry. I don't understand why you grift for money. Go get a real job. I have a real job.
Zach, have you gotten your 7K real yet? I'm still waiting.
You know what's funny? Actually, let's put it on the screen here because it's funny, right? So we'll go to this. We'll copy this, and we'll paste it. There we go. Now, where is this one? Oh, okay, no, this one. We just have to get it on the screen. So if you look here, I like to troll my haters with work, with my actual job. And yesterday I was like, I haven't posted my real job in a while. And dang, where is it? Did I skip it? I might have gone past. Now here we go. This is the job. This is my job. I do kitchen and bathroom remodeling, and this is a shower pan that I've been doing. Oh shoot, where'd it go? Come back. There we go. So yeah, I'm doing after this interview. I'm going back here to put in a shower pan. This is the self-leveler base that I had to put down. This whole bathroom is about $20,000, and The Jews wouldn't pay me that much, so I just had to go and do my real job. So every time somebody's like, go get a real job, I'm like, I own my company. What are you doing with your life? I don't know why this. Oh, here we go. It was the wrong one. Okay.
So
There we go.
it's so funny, Zach, because like a lot of these like leftists and woke right like say to me, go get a real job, when I actually live on my own at the age of 22. I actually work full-time.
Nice.
I have another job, and I'm also an ice hockey official.
There you go. Anyway, I got a little sidetracked. Okay, so you're a moron, dude. I'm sorry. I don't understand why you grift for money. The profile picture is whatever the hell that is. And we are going to try to figure out, is it right or is it left, people? Let's go. Woke right or woke left? In the chat.
Woke right.
You're going woke right. Dylan's going woke right. I want my $7,000 bad move. All right, Eden comes out with left. Meat Shield, woke left. All right, we need to get some more votes in. Woke left. All right, woke left's taking the lead out the gate. I can barely hear Dylan. Really? Dylan looks pretty. Go ahead, Dylan.
Zach, can you hear me?
Yeah, he's in the yellow on my end, guys. Is everyone saying Dylan's volume is low? Because he's looking good on my end. I just ticked it up a bit. All right, woke left, woke right, woke right, left, right. Okay, looks like this one's started off with woke left. Now it looks like it's pretty even. I'm saying left, which means it's right. Bumba, that's the way. You're cheating. That's cheating. I can hear
such a move there.
Yeah, I can.
Wow.
I can hear him fine. Okay, a little bit, but not.
It's like
bad.
It's like when Trump says like he endorses breathing, but he doesn't endorse breathing so the left can breathe.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
That
Exactly. All right, I think that it's I don't know why some people can hear him perfectly fine, but maybe check your speakers. Okay. Now, here is the clue for
on my end. I'm doing fine.
No, you're fine. Sometimes people do that. It could even be a troll that's just trying to get me off. Okay, Hubie, smash Hubie. What are you? Are you a righty or are you a lefty? Here we go. Hubie, free Palestine. Oh, damn. That is every single time it's a free Palestine with the watermelon and the flag, it's a lefty. Okay, now here's a surprise. First, big surprise, guys, because I was doing the research this morning and I came to one, we've done this before, where I just don't know, right? I don't know whether or not this person is on the right or the left. So we're gonna play it a little different. This it's not even the last one. We're gonna have to go and find a new one too. All right, here we go. The message is leave it to the pedophiles to protect the other ones. Now I understand why you bootlick and circle jerk so much. Those guns aren't intimidated. You mean intimidating. And you look like a bitch, by the way. Okay? So I put a question mark here. Okay? This is the picture. So don't guess yet. Do not guess yet, guys. Okay? In fact, you know what? Actually, yeah, go ahead and guess. Go ahead and guess. I don't care. But we're going to go to this guy's page and we're going to try to figure this out together, because I was scrolling and I go, oh, he's definitely on the right. And then I go, oh, wait, no, he's on the left. Oh, wait, no, he's on the right. So let's see here. Okay, reminding, leave it to pedophiles to protect the other ones. Now I understand why you bootlick and circle jerk. Those guns aren't intimidated. I don't think they can feel anything, so I don't think they would be. And you look like a bitch. Okay, so let's take these off. All right.
It's so funny how these people literally take the time out of their day to literally write these messages. Like,
it's my favorite thing.
Oh my gosh, man.
Okay, so now let's put in the screen capture here.
Chat's saying left. I'm gonna go woke left.
Okay, we're going left.
Looks like left.
Okay, so this is what was the account? Let's bring that back up. Fanmail Friday. It is BZ Dub. Okay, BZ Dub. Let's go and find BZ Dub. All right. You guys will see what I mean in a minute. All right, BZ Dub, there it is. Okay, be thankful. Okay, so he's reposting free. Oh wait, I didn't even see this. Hold on. Oh, never mind. We figured it's right. It's right. Never mind. I didn't see this one. Game over. It's definitely woke right. He's free Chud the Builder. Yeah. That is a woke right. But you know what? All right, so I didn't see that before. So this is why I was a little confused. He's reposting Mel, who's a crazy woke right. But then if you scroll down, he was reposting
woke left?
Woke left, yes. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. He was reposting a free Palestine. So I was like, damn, I can't figure this out. Is it woke right or woke left? Oh, and then he's reposting Jake Shields. I didn't even see this one either. So I just thought it would be fun if we were looking at it together, but I did not see that this first thing said Operation Free Dalton. So we are now tied up, okay? And this is perfect because we have a tiebreaker and we don't even know where it is, right? We're going to go to my messages and you can see all of the craziness I deal with, okay? First of all, the bots are fun, right? The hidden ones, these are usually bots. It's just porn.
Sex bots?
It's just porn, F you. Porn, F you, right? But we'll go to priority. We're going to look for one that's highlighted in white because that means I haven't read it yet. Okay, I respect what you're doing. That's not mean. That's nice. Porn bots. I already read this one because it's a fat chud grifter. Post your address, tough guy. I already have 111 Probant, San Antonio. I don't care. What are you gonna do? Come here and get shot? Here we go. Well, actually, should we do post your No, let's not do post your address. Computer make this guy. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is good.
This guy took the time to write a whole thesis now.
This is great. Okay, let's see.
Oh.
And you know what? Sometimes we can't figure it out. So we're going to go and we're going to see what the chat says. But then if we go to this guy's page, it might say post protect. Actually, let's just see if it's a post protected. Okay, it's not post protected. Okay, so
I'm going to guess this guy's woke right.
Don't worry. I'll send you $1. You nasty ass chud retard center foot. Kill yourself now. Fat pedo protector. I know you don't wipe your ass. I actually don't. I don't wipe my ass because I have a $400 toilet seat it's a bidet. It will clean my ass with beautiful warm water, heated toilet seat. It's a Japanese toilet seat. I haven't bought toilet paper in like months, bro. And I only buy it for guests for my spare bedroom or my spare bathroom. So no, you're right. I don't, but only because I have more money than you. Anyway, God damn, you're such a pathetic F. Sad excuse for a man. Gotta have max 45 IQ. Actually, it's 119. Computer makes this guy's dick and balls explode. What is going on here?
Tell me you're a loser without telling me you're a loser.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is Dillon, I've never in my life, never sent a hate mail to anyone. Like, I have never been so triggered.
I would never do that.
I've never been so triggered by anything anyone's ever said where I go into their DMs and I go, actually, now I don't do that, right? Because I'm like, because they don't own me. Like, they don't have any control over me. Okay, guys. Woke left for sure. Left. Oh, lefty. Okay. Everyone's saying left. He loves Care Bears, so I say woke right. JJ out. Yeah. JJ, I don't know if it was the language or if you just had to go, but I'm sorry. I hope to see you soon. Woke right.
I would say woke.
Okay.
I would say woke right because of the cross.
Okay.
Woke, yeah. The left does not use cross.
Yeah, woke right. Sonic the Hedgehog, praying, and Care Bears. Oh, wait, though. No. Oh, it's woke left.
It's woke left.
It's definitely woke left. The Care Bears. Yep, definitely. There's no question about it. Okay. This is a nasty-ass world we live in. Just found out they cut hours for Publix, so a lot of people are using the self-checkout. This place sucks. Man, you need a hug, bro. You seem like really down. Oh, brother, I've gotten an ICE ad and a pro-Israel ad within an hour on YouTube. Oh God. Yeah, there's something wrong with this person. But anyway, woke left. So you know what? We haven't had a woke left winner in a couple of weeks because I was dealing with Chud the Builder's followers. But 3-2, woke left takes it. Final week in May, and we will add up all of the month of May. We'll do that on Monday. And we will start to get. I need to get that bracket. So every week we do the Fan Mail Friday, and then we go with the month. And every month we're going to add up everybody, and we're going to try to do it where at the end of the year we literally we'll have 3 tiers. Okay, how many weeks did the woke right win? How many months did the woke left win? And who won overall? But that was Fan Mail Friday, and it was Dillon's first Fan Mail Friday. I hope he enjoyed it. It was very fun for me. We got the chat in here. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of the scoreboard. We're going to blow this back up, and we will bring back... We'll bring this back. I don't know what this is, but we'll bring this back. But real quick, let's go to Dillon's page. I just want to, just give a little, in case you guys don't know. Republican candidate for Iowa House of Representatives, District 81. So, Dillon, you're 22 years old. You're running for office?
I am.
That's amazing.
Yes, I am.
That's amazing. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me what you're doing. And you're not Sean Farish. Hold on. There we go. Get rid of that. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me what's going on with the race and anything that you want to say. Just give yourself a little introduction.
Yeah, Zach. So obviously my name is Dillon Fillion. I was born and raised here in Davenport, Iowa. I'm a former hockey player. My father used to play hockey. My dream was to become a professional ice hockey player, and my dream was not to be in politics. My family is a very apolitical family. We're very conservative. We vote every election. But I just got to the point in my life where I'm just sick and tired of seeing what is going on in this political environment, that I just decided to get involved. And I first volunteered for Congresswoman Mariannette Miller Meeks' campaign in 2022, where I got my start in this party, and I got involved in the county party at that time as well. Then I worked for President Trump's campaign and made 95,000 phone calls, placed second in the whole entire state of Iowa out of all volunteers. And I basically knocked a few thousand doors along with that. So I've played hockey all my life. I never intended to be in politics, but here we are, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm running to serve the people of House District 81, of which have been needing a representative since 2024.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, well, I think a lot of states need all the districts need a proper representation, and they haven't been having it, because I've been saying for a while that I think the issue with a lot of politics is the people who should be being served are the people of your district when you're a representative, right? And obviously, if you're you should be serving your state and your country and everything like that with all the other laws. But what I'm seeing is outside influence coming in from NGOs, PACs, lobbyists, unions, what have you. And one of the prime examples I use is the Thomas Massey race. It's like Thomas Massey posted up all of his donations like a brag, right? And they were all over the country. And I was like, why are you getting donations from California? Right? What's going on here? And they'll talk about APAC. They'll be like APAC, and I'm like California. Like it's everybody does it. It's not. This is not like me targeting Massey and saying that that's the only thing. It's they all do it. So what I would like to see is I would like to see people that go into office that obviously don't. I mean, I can't tell you, hey, if you get in there, don't take any money from anybody. But I would like to see them prioritize the people of their district and really focus on them, as opposed to focusing on broader issues, which are not really their job. Your job is to be a representative for the people of your district, not for the Epstein files or the whatever clickbait sensationalist stories going on in the news. You're supposed to be representing your people, and I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a trend you've seen all over the country in regard to some congressional districts.
Yeah.
Like I just look at Congress. I'm like, where are the Republicans getting involved? Like, where is like why aren't people participating in the primaries to primary these people?
Yeah.
There's been plenty of years where we've seen Republicans say we're gonna primary you, this and that, and then the Rhino gets in, and like when summer came, everybody was at the beach. Nobody showed up to the polls.
Yeah,
So
well, I mean, right now you're seeing how often do they take vacation? I say this, I go, if there should also be, and I mean, this is off topic, but not really. It's on topic that they work less than a public school teacher, and their base salary is like $175,000, right? So they're getting paid, I don't know, like 5 times as much as a school teacher, working less, taking vacation, and I don't think that that's the way that this is supposed to work, you know. And I think they're on vacation right now in the Senate instead of passing the Save America Act. I'm just seeing a lot of, and they, you know, I don't think that they should have secondary income, period. No secondary income. No book deals, because a lot of the book deals are basically money laundering operations where they take their lobby money and their campaign money and they funnel it back into their own pockets.
if they want to do book deals, do it after you're done being.
Well, that's what I'm saying. While you're while you're a public servant, you got to remember you're a public servant. Okay, so it's essentially it's like a job like a firefighter or a policeman or a military member. Can a guy in the military write a book like if he's in Iraq, like getting fired? No, I mean might be able to, like in your spare time. But these people, they literally have so much time off because they work less than a school teacher that they have all this free time to write books and do speaking engagements and go on Fox News or CNN. And I'm tired of it. They should either be working more or being paid less, and they should not be getting any money from any outside sources outside of their district, unless they're running in, you know, a congressional, like, you know, statewide race, then you can get it from the whole state. Or if they're running for president, you can get it from the whole country. It makes no sense to me that we have this system that is incentivizing people to run for Congress where they can become wealthy. They shouldn't be able to. And I'm sure that if you go into Congress, let's say you win your race, I'm sure that you'll also be
State House, but yes.
But yeah, State House. I'm saying eventually. Yeah. Like if you eventually, you know, work your way through Congress, absolutely. I'm not saying that you shouldn't live a comfortable life. I think that, you know, if you're sacrificing as a public servant and you're really doing your job, $174,000 is a lot of money. I think you should be able to pay that. I just don't want to see you being like, hey, I'm writing a book. You know, I just don't want to see it. And, you know, there are people like Donald Trump who have side businesses, perfectly fine. You know, divest yourself from it. But if you know, if your business is generating income and you're not really part of it, but you built it, I'm fine with that. I'm just saying that there are people like AOC and Ilhan Omar who went in as a bartender and as a refugee, and now they're millionaires, and I just don't understand why. All right, Nancy Pelosi, her stock trading, her stock portfolio. I just don't think that the people who are representing us and going into public office are going in for the people. I think they're going in for themselves, and I'm tired of it. By the way, real quick, guys, yes, it was for May. The woke right won 4 weeks in a row, and the woke left just barely pulled out in the final week.
Wow.
So, yes. All right. So, but yeah, what are your thoughts on that? What would you say would be a good solution for that?
For just like that overall.
Generally. All right. Let me rephrase the question. How would you say would be a good way to take money out of politics?
Personally, I would say get rid of the super PACs. I think getting rid of the super PACs and just PACs in general, I think would be good. And allowing committees, like for example, I think you should have a certain amount of in-state donations and out-of-state donations. I think that would also limit the field. But again, though, we're also talking about sinful human beings who don't want to do that because they know they benefit from that. So we're going to either have to find a way to get these people out of office in order to do that. Yeah. Or just we're not going to be able to get it done. But however, Zach, I wanted to go back to your point on Congress because we were just talking about passing laws and everything. Sure. I'm surprised nobody's talking about this bill in Congress, and I've been on this bill harping on it online for days and months. if you don't know what HR 151 is, I'd recommend you get familiar with it, because HR 151 would set Republicans up for the 2030 census, which would take illegal aliens off the census. So which basically would only count U.S. citizens, which the member of Congress is supposed to represent.
Preventing Future Pandemics Act of 2021?
No, HR 151.
That's what it says right here. HR.
Hold up a minute.
What?
That's the right one. Hold up a minute. That's not the right one.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it might be.
No. It's the new Congress.
Okay. New Congress HR 151. Let's look this up. I mean, I don't know. This is what's popping up on Brave, but new Congress. See if that works. All right, here we go. 119th Equal Representation Act of 2025. There we go. So I didn't realize they recycled these numbers. The Equal Representation Act of 2025. Okay. This bill requires that the statement sent by the president to Congress after the census indicating the number of persons in each state exclude non-citizens. Absolutely. You are correct. That is very important legislation, because the bill also requires any questionnaire used in the decennial census to include a checkbox or other similar options for respondents to indicate whether the respondents and each household member is a U.S. citizen, U.S. national but not a citizen, a non-U.S. national in the United States, or a non-U.S. national unlawfully in the United States. I'm sure they could lie, but at least that would be on there. So yes, explain more of this if we didn't just cover it.
Well, basically what it does is it only counts U.S. citizens on the census. So, for example, how we make congressional districts determines on population.
Yep.
So if we have a certain, let's just say Ohio has 1 million people and those 2 congressional districts, okay? Well, that 1 million people is just U.S. citizens, not counting illegal aliens. Currently, we count everybody who is in the country, including green cards, which the member of Congress is supposed to represent the voting body, which is the voter. So that's why it's very important that we pass this law, because only U.S. citizens should be represented inside their Congress.
It's in the 14th Amendment. It's U.S. citizens, citizens, not people, citizens. Those are who is the people in Congress are supposed to represent citizens. They're not supposed to represent citizens of other nations, nationals of other nations, green card holders of other nations, period. Right? And a lot of leftists and Democrats, they conflate the two, and they try to say that the 14th Amendment actually says persons. It doesn't. Now, what Dillon is explaining, which I've explained many times on this show, is the reason why the Democrats opened up the border and flooded all these people into the country is because it literally just gives them seats, right? It's not about the people, it's about the seats, right? The seats equal votes. Votes equals winning. It's all a power grab. They don't actually care how bad your life gets if they can get another seat and another vote. That's what it's about. So, like Dillon's saying, if there's 1 million American citizens in the district, but they count 1.5 because there's 500,000 other people who are not American citizens, voters, right? Then they would get 3-4 seats or something like that. This is what this whole redistricting battle was about, right? Where they tried to gerrymander based on the black vote so they can get more seats. It's always about seats, because seats equals votes. Votes is how you win and how you change legislation. So yes, HR 151, which I had heard of, but I didn't read it on the screen here. This is something that I recommend all of my followers get very loud about, right? Call your congressman, call your representatives and say, get this passed. This is just like the SAVE Act. Call them every week. If you got the time, right? If you don't have the time, send an email. Right, but make sure your representatives know these are the things you want passed, because that's your job. Your job as a citizen is to make sure that you are being represented, because these people are not going to do anything if you don't tell them to. But yeah,
and it's nobody's been talking about this act, and we've been talking about the SAVE Act, we've been talking about illegal aliens voting, we've been talking about all this other stuff, but yet we haven't talked about HR 151, the very bill that will literally set us up for the census of 2030.
I think that's
And
very important.
And that's less than 2 to 3 years away, I think,
Yep.
if I got that correct. So, like the 2030 census is going to be, in my opinion, a very big turning point for the Congress.
I agree.
So, and you know, this gives Republicans in some states +4 seats.
Yes.
Do you know how much votes that like would affect certain bills in the Congress?
Exactly. Well, one seat is one vote. Remember, guys, a seat is a vote, right? So when you see those when you see it like a screen on social media and it says HR something something passed, yays and nays, right? Where it's like 230 to 100 something something, right? Every time Republicans gain a seat, they get a vote. It's one extra vote. So that's why it's important for us to do the redistricting, to do HR 151, and to deport illegal immigrants, because it takes seats away from Democrats that they shouldn't have. It's not like we're taking away something that they should have. It's not like we're cheating. We're actually just setting the system back up to a fair and representative government.
Exactly, and that's how it should work.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Democrats have weaponized race and everything else to their advantage to gain seats, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like that's all Democrats' policy is orange man bad, like we said earlier, but their strategy, right? Their policy is orange man bad. Their strategy is cheating. That's the only way they win. They cannot win legitimately because they don't have a policy. Orange man bad is not a policy. People don't vote on orange. Well, some people do, unfortunately. Some people vote on orange man bad. They have indoctrinated and sort of like, you know, built this party of PTSD around Trump, around probably identity politics. It's how they've built the woke left, and it's actually how they're trying to build the woke right through a divide and conquer strategy by getting everybody, you know, ginned up about Israel and the Jews and the blacks and the race. It's like, guys, it's like if you're an American, that's all that matters, right? And
by the way, it's important to mention as well. Every single time you see the woke right, every single time you see the woke attacking, listen, there's a thing between attacking and criticizing.
Yes.
Zach, me and you criticize. Me and Sean criticize.
Yes.
LFA TV criticizes.
Mm-hmm.
That is the whole point of a representative government. We are the voters. We're supposed to criticize our government because we want it the way we want it. However, it is so incredibly important to point this out, and you've talked about it many times, is every single time the woke right spends more time attacking Republicans, they are letting the left get away with murder. Yeah. So the left literally, I think the left murdered Charlie Kirk.
They did.
It's plain and simple.
Yeah, they did.
And every single
not
time
even just Tyler Robinson, but the actual like the system that they put in place. Yeah. They've tried to kill Donald Trump 3 times with the same system, right? They get people so crazy because they just say Nazi, 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 and like, you know, they play the identity politics, and that's what I'm saying. The reason why you see me going after the right, so the infighting the right so much, is because I saw what the left did, and I saw eventually it led to a bullet in Charlie Kirk's neck. I don't want to see 10 years from now a right winger murdering an AOC type. And because we failed to stop that before it started, right? I don't want to see it, and we have to do that, you know. And that's the thing. Like, go ahead.
In the left's policies, I just want people to know this. So, like, when you say you don't want to vote in this coming election, you are asking for your family to get hurt by the left's policies. The left's policies hurts the American family. Okay. Like, for example, all this woke transgender stuff, boys in the women's restroom, that hurts you.
Yeah. That
hurts you, and that hurts our society. Because you can't have that in a
Well,
functioning society.
like the Nick Fuentes accelerationist argument, it's the dumbest argument, and it's never worked throughout history. So Nick Fuentes is very similar to a socialist who's like, it'll work this time. It won't, right? It doesn't work because it just doesn't work. It's a square peg in a round hole. But saying that you're not going to vote for Republicans or you're going to vote Democrat to punish Republicans so that they go, okay, we messed up, and now what we're going to do is we're going to be more radical and we're going to start being more, aggressive. How are they going to do that? They won't be in power, right? You're going to give power
Exactly.
you're going to give power to the side that will take power away from the people that could do something you want. Meanwhile, what my strategy, Sean's strategy, your strategy, Bongino's strategy has been is get out the vote and primary the people that you don't like. And then you change it through holding your own side accountable in a primary, not by voting Democrat, by voting Republican. Our side, and what we've realized in the past couple months with all of these primaries is that could be, if we win the midterms and we keep both houses, we are in a prime position to have a Reagan style, decades long, beautiful, like just prosperous country because of all the moves that we made. Nick Fuentes' strategy will accelerate us into Venezuela in the 90s, where they were like the number 3 economy in the hemisphere. And they were, doing all this manufacturing and trade, and then 2 decades later,
Maduro came in.
They're eating. Yes, 2 decades later, because the reactionary right was like, let's vote socialist. They're eating out of their garbage cans. They're eating dog. Their money. They make paper mache out of their money. And it wasn't until this year that there was like, Maduro was taken out, and there's a potential for growth. I don't want 2 decades of socialism because Nick Fuentes said vote Democrat. I want 2 decades of Reagan-style prosperity in America because we said don't vote Democrat.
Exactly, and not only is that, Zach, but we talk about federal races, but what I'm running for is the state house. Your state house and state senate races at your state level are so incredibly important.
Yes, it's a bottom-up approach.
This is where we make election policy for our state. Mm-hmm. If you don't want illegal aliens voting in your elections, you should be talking to your state reps, of which I'm running for. Mm-hmm. And this is where we make an impact, and this is where we can cut taxes, cut regulation, and get a lot of government bureaucracy out of the way. Depending on what state you're in, I still want you to get involved in the party, know your reps, regardless if they're Republican, Democrat, and if they're a Democrat, find a way to find someone or run yourself to get them out of office, get elected, and do the right thing.
And I'll add in one more thing: judges. Pay attention to your judges.
Yes,
Pay attention to your judges. Because you can find out if they're Democrat or Republican. And there are so many left-wing judges in this country because people don't care about judicial races. That is a huge one.
And Zach, I just wanted to go on about the family thing I said earlier.
Yeah, the destruction of the nuclear family.
Yeah. So my opponent, my Democrat opponent here, I just wanted to tell you one of the bills he sponsored and tell me if this guy's a moderate. Okay. He says he's a moderate. It's so funny that he says that. So my opponent sponsored a bill called HF 605 in the Iowa State Legislature. This bill allows pharmacists to dispense up to a full 12-month supply of hormonal birth control pills, patches, vaginal rings to any patient, including minors, under a statewide standing order. There is zero requirement for a doctor's prescription, zero requirement for parental consent, and zero age restriction anywhere in the bill text. A pharmacist only needs the patient to fill out a self-screening form and complete state training. This is the left.
Yeah.
Do you think that guy, and by the way, this guy served on a school board.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, and like you said, all politics are local, and it all really does start in, like the state houses and the sheriffs, the judicial, and then it works its way up. But like is he running as a moderate Democrat or?
He's running
Okay,
as a Democrat.
Moderate
Yep.
Democrat. When is your race?
So I have no primary, so November 3rd. But however, I think while we're at it, it's okay if I talk about the kind of races we have going on here.
Yeah, absolutely. You got 8 minutes. Keep going.
So we have 5 governor candidates running for governor here in the Republican primary here in Iowa. This is one of our biggest governor primaries since the 60s, I'm pretty sure. And so basically, we have 5 governor candidates. One is a rhino. His name is Feenstra. But however, we have 5 governor candidates running for governor, and if one candidate doesn't get over 35%, it goes to convention. But however, I want to talk about the Democrat who's running. His name is Rob Sand. He's our current state auditor. He's a Democrat. Okay, so this guy is funded by Reid Hoffman.
We were just talking about him.
he's also funded by J.B. Pritzker.
Yeah.
And he's also funded by Jonathan Soros, who is a part of George Soros' family.
Yeah.
So, they're putting a lot of money into this race here in Iowa, and I just want to caution everybody to pay attention here, because if we do not get the right Republican nominee in this race, God forbid, I hope we don't have a Democrat governor.
Yeah.
Because this will be horrible. And they're trying to destroy our state by putting people like Rob Sand up here.
So you're in Iowa 81. What is the ground game strategy? Is it door knocking? Just
door knocking.
Phone banks?
Door knocking.
Yeah. Because the way I was saying this earlier this week, I think the way like Talrico in Texas, the way these people. And it doesn't really work in the larger elections, but I think it does work a lot in smaller elections. The way these people buy races is they throw a bunch of money and they just get mailers and signs and door and lawn signs, and they flood a town or a district with just this like Talrico, 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 Talrico. And they did the same thing with Beto, right? Because I'm in Texas, I'm in San Antonio. Beto, 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 Beto. It didn't work, right? Like Ted Cruz still won, and Talrico's still going to lose. But I don't see Ken Paxton signs. I see Talrico signs because $27 million buys a lot of Kinkos, right? So with a sign, really what they're trying to do is subconsciously plant a name into people's heads. And when they go into the voting booth, they just sort of subconsciously pick it. So door knocking is the only way to knock that out. So door knocking, you have to have a person face-to-face with another person. My name's Dillon Fillion. I'm running for office. And then they go, oh, well, yeah, I saw all the signs, but I met that guy, right? And that's the way. And so like Sean talks about this a lot. I talk about this a lot. Ground game is the only way that you really win elections. Elections are done with your feet. And so how do you, what's your, like, do you have a big network? Do you have a lot of campaign, volunteers?
So I've actually door knocked the majority of the doors so far. I've door knocked a little over 2,000 doors, as I should, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's what you should
as
do.
a candidate, you should. But I have door knocked a little over 2,000 doors. I've door knocked some Republicans, some independents, and the main what I've been hearing is people are having a hard time with affording things.
Yeah.
The main win a state house race like this is to door knock, which my opponent, I highly doubt, is going to door knock.
Well, no, he's gonna rely on Reid Hoffman money, and that was my point, right? Like Reid Hoffman, the same guy who was funding the E. Jean Carroll lawsuit, Soros family.
By the way, he did not fund my opponent. He funded Rob Sand.
Rob Sand, okay. Well,
but however, he is funded by the union. He's funded by the teachers' unions.
Okay.
And everybody, the Democrat Party. Yeah.
Well, I mean, even though, so like what I'm saying is if you focus on lawn signs and mailers, it's not as effective as what that was my point.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
If anybody's in Iowa 81, right? Iowa 81.
Yep.
You need to hit up Dillon and say, hey, I'll volunteer. You take one day, a Saturday, and go door knock. Because what I assume you have is you have potential high propensity voters, and you have a list of names. So like what they do is you get these list of names, and it's like okay, this is the address, this is the name, high propensity, Democrat, Republican, and then if you walk by and you see a sign for the opponent, just pass by it. But there's ways that you guys can get involved and help out when you see somebody like Dillon who's like, hey, I'm going to run, and then you agree with that person, and you go, oh, okay, well, how can I help? I did this with Brandon Herrera. I went and met up with him. How can I help? He's like, we're gonna go door knocking. I went and I helped out, but I didn't actually get to go that day. But I went and went to his campaign events. It really is about getting involved as opposed to buying the elections with, you know, money. We've seen in the larger elections, like Kamala Harris, and you know, she outspent Donald Trump like 10 times. John Cornyn just outspent Paxton, lost, et cetera, et cetera.
$100 million.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my whole point, and I wanted to get that across because I don't think that a lot of people realize that the way you fix this country is you take a friggin' weekend off and you go help, and it's really not hard. It's like you get your steps in. Get your steps in. That's all. Hey, man, we got 2 minutes left, so I think we're going to do exit. Go ahead and tell everybody anything you want, where they can find you, social media, your campaign. Do you have a website on?
I do.
Here.
So if you go to my website, dillonfillion.com, it has everything on there. If you would like to contribute, please feel free to. We need everything to win this race. So whether you can donate $5, $1, whatever you want to donate.
Yep, here we go. It's on the screen.
Totally. Yep.
So yeah, go over to dillonfillion.com and contribute right here. Go ahead and throw him $10. I'll get to this after we get off there, but I'm gonna I'll throw a couple bucks in. I'll throw more than 10. I just clicked on the first thing I saw. But yeah. Help him out, and Dillon, it was awesome. Thank you so much for coming on, and we'll have you on in the future, and keep me updated about anything that's going on and how we can help.
Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it, and we'll stay in contact. And everybody, thank you very much. You all have a good one. I love you, LFA family. Talk to you later.
All right, thanks, buddy. See you later. All right, boys and girls. Who comes up after Sean? Jeremy. Jeremy's up next. I'm used to saying Sean Farish is coming up next, but I'm doing his show. So I believe Jeremy's coming up next, and I will see you guys on Monday. This was a great episode because it was the Fan Mail Friday was probably my favorite Fan Mail Friday because we went through it with him. And let's do a quick shout out with everybody before we head out of here. There it is, 10 o'clock. Jeremy's coming up next. Really quick. Peter Rout, Bumba, Meredith Collins, Victoria Madden, Trevor, Great Guy Gary, Scotty. See you later.
A partially valid, a half-truth, if you will, is being pushed.
I can't wait to find out all sorts of new and exciting things I didn't know about myself.
So you just hate Jews, bro?
Yeah, you're just an anti-Semite. Congratulations.
You're not.
What would you say?
Exactly.
Well, that's different. It's not different. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
that just we are the only society on earth who has the obligation to self-destruct, to blame ourselves for every problem that has ever existed, and we just think of ourselves as the worst human beings who are responsible for every bad.
How many Muslims are trying to stop Boko Haram? How many Muslims were confronting ISIS? How many Muslims, the extremists always win. So the peaceful majority, which I know many, they're irrelevant.